I think that Bitcoin is going to replace real estate and bonds and gold and second homes, right? I mean, that's where all the money is, right? There's no rich person that's rich by owning dollars, right? So
No way.
rich people own city blocks in New York City.
Exactly.
So rich people are going to sell their city block in New York City for a block of Bitcoin. And then we're still going to use yen and dollars and CNY to buy coffee with. You know, those currencies don't go away until the nation states go away.
There you hear it from Michael Saylor. He's telling you that Bitcoin is going to replace every hard asset. Gold, real estate, anything you can get your hands on. People are going to start denominating their wealth into Bitcoin. Do you think that this is an actual reality for today's world, for the everyday investor? We're going through an adoption curve. You've seen the early adopters. They've been calling about Bitcoin and yelling about Bitcoin since the early 2010s. Now you're seeing the big boys come to play. And normally this is how it works. But what you have, this is a unique opportunity. And that opportunity is to front run the big boys. Have you been buying Bitcoin? Have you been stacking sats? Do you get the scarcity argument for Bitcoin? There's only 21 million. Do you have your own? And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you in another cryptocurrency video. The latest for Bitcoin, what do we see? Bitcoin gets a 28K plunge protection with the Bitcoin price due to new volatility. Traders are predicting flash Bitcoin price moves despite almost unanimous market predictions as what the Fed will do next. Let the games begin for Bitcoin FOMC. We've just seen the FOMC, the market priced a 25 point rate hike. Currently also believes this will be the last rate hike in a while. So we'll see if this is the last to come. Time will definitely tell. This is what makes the event interesting, says Jay Powell after the interest rate hike announcement. So it's like a game to them. And guess what? They have the cheat codes because you best believe there's insider trading going on. Are you a part of that group that just knows what's going to happen? Or are you just struggling to keep your trades above water? Either way you cut the cloth, you're hodling Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin for dear life, and just put it up, set it and forget it, because long-term Bitcoin is going to be that store of value and definitely appreciate more than what it is today. But then there's people putting out these predictions of what the Bitcoin price after the 2024 halving. So what's it going to be? Before we get to that, what are factors that play a role? The halving event itself, every 4 years, Bitcoin's block reward is halved, meaning that the amount of new Bitcoins created each day is reduced, therefore making Bitcoin more scarce. And historically, after every halving, this led to a surge in Bitcoin prices. And then this also increases adoption. As the price increases, more eyes start to care about it. When Bitcoin was only cents, nobody talked about it. Once it hit 1,000, a few opened their eyes. Once it hit 10,000, even more opened their eyes. And then once it hit 60, 70,000, you know where this is going. The world is waking up to Bitcoin and why this is needed. And will Bitcoin be what ends up saving the world from itself with all this money printed? And then there's a favorable regulatory environment. We've been seeing a lot of candidates, a lot of politicians, a lot of leaders speaking favorably about Bitcoin. Even right here, RFK Jr. confirms recent Bitcoin purchases. The Democratic presidential candidate has previously been supportive of Bitcoin, promising to exempt the crypto from capital gains taxes. This is major because there's been a lot of scrutiny over the years as they've tried to actually increase capital gains on crypto, specifically Bitcoin, from 20% up to 40 to 50%. So he's trying to eliminate. This is definitely good. This is definitely a good attempt. But you see we're going through an adoption curve. Bitcoin is a global topic, but now it is a presidential candidate topic as well. They're buying votes of Bitcoin. Will they follow through with this? Time will tell. But also, you see that he is stacking sats. He confirmed Bitcoin purchases. So exactly how much Bitcoin did Robert Kennedy Jr. buy? Well, he bought 14 Bitcoins for his kids. But then he also, in the same breath, blasted banks for succumbing to political pressure. And this is what he said. He said, I bought 2 Bitcoin for each of my 7 children. So if you do the math real quick, Bitcoin's around $30,000, and he bought 2 for each of his 7, so 14 Bitcoins total. So that's over $400,000 spent on Bitcoin. And then he said that he made the right move right after his appearance at the Bitcoin conference in May. Now he's a Bitcoin owner. And I'm sure they'll now find a different way to come at me, but no one can say I didn't put my money where my mouth is. So look at him. We're seeing this adoption curve. We're seeing Bitcoin become that store of value, become that true sovereignty, that true decentralized ability to be your own bank. But in the meantime, in between time, why would you keep your money in the banking system? Look what's going on. This is Dr. Joseph Mercola. Chase Bank has shut down their business bank accounts along with the accounts of his CEO and CFO, as well as their family members, including a spouse and a child. They refuse to provide any reason for doing so. The oldest account has been active for 18 years. Well, don't think that this is just a conspiracy, because this actually happens. There's been accounts that we personally know, people that have got their accounts shut down, specifically at JP Morgan. And these people have financed properties with them. They've had long lines of credit with them. They've had established credit cards for 10 plus to 20 plus years. They've had a lot of money in their bank. They've made a lot of money off these people, and they kicked them out, just like they did this gentleman here. Why would you hold your money in these types of institutions? Does that make any type of logical sense? When you can be your own bank, you can have your own sovereignty, and you won't have to worry about any third-party counter risk. Remember, there's only $250,000 of FDIC insurance per bank account, but will they honor that even when they're doing things like this? Shutting down entire businesses and families' bank accounts with no reasoning, no rhyme or reason? You can say, oh yeah, they're laundering money. Where's the proof? They're not laundering money. This guy could be a stand-up business owner, and now he's lost all his business accounts, has to go elsewhere with no explanation. Right is right and wrong is wrong. With that, that's all I have for you today. Once again, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.